that's probably good. So this is the homework basically. So you've got five topics, and you might need to think through a bit. Okay, what's the element? What are you going to get across in the lead meditation, and what are you going to talk about for each of those topics? And keeping it very simple. Okay, and obviously if you've got 10 minutes, you're going to keep it very simple. One concept and one expectation in practice. So many of you mentioned, the technical things, the grounding, the breath and body sensation, observation of the mind, and then your chatting around that might be just some explanation to help people understand what they're actually doing. Okay, so beyond this session, I invite you to have a go at that in whatever way you like. You're more than happy to record a meditation and share it with me. Maybe just upload it to YouTube or in some way that I can, whether it's a 5-minute meditation, half-hour meditation, whatever it is, and I'll have a little listen. And if you're coming back, probably we'll do the feedback in the next session, because I think it's something as a group that everyone will benefit from. If you come to the next session, it'll be a discount. The next session will be in October, so if you've done this session, you pay $90 for the next session. There will be a few other people that may or may not have done this work before that might join that session. So in the meantime, though, I'm happy to see a video that'll just give me an idea where you're at. In the next session, we'll see how it all went and look at some of the obstacles. Okay, but obviously you're all got different background experiences, so what I hope to see in what you share isn't some rote learnt kind of thing of what you should be sharing, but that you're doing it from your own experience and your own exploration of sharing. And you may or may not adhere to the topics you've written today. You don't have to. You can think about it a little bit more. What I do encourage you to do is not to plan it too much. Don't verbally kind of write something out and then try to stick to it. Try if you can. It's really challenging in the beginning, and as you've been through probably in the process of learning to teach yoga, to begin with we plan classes, and invariably what happens is we get in there and we have to throw the plan out anyway, or we feel very wooden in our delivery. So I think meditation more than anything has to be done from an authentic space, and ideally a space of presence where you're sharing what you've consolidated deeply, what's coming from your own experience, and it comes to a lesser or greater degree spontaneously when you're actually sharing it. So you can have general topics, you can have a general idea, and even then when you get there it might be you spontaneously feel to go down a different path. Something else might come to you based on what someone says, and so I want you to see whether you can relax into the discomfort of that and share anyway. Just so that there's a lot of little challenge, and I think we've discussed some really pertinent things today from the point of view of sharing meditation with the eternal beginner's minds, and so all of that together with your own meditation experience will have lots of beneficial stuff to arise, just spontaneously arise. And the main thing is just having that structure, to know, okay, let's contain 5 sessions, whatever length of time. Does anyone not feel equipped to give that a go?
So I'm just not, when you're saying, were you saying not to be, when we were discussing with more techniques, what are you saying?
Oh no, I think you're going to have a component that's technique, that's what you led, but then you've got to talk. You've got to teach something. Right. So not just lead the meditation, but then teach the student. So if you're teaching them breath awareness, you might talk about, well, okay, when we sit and meditate, we try to bring our attention to the breath, but what invariably happens is we get caught up in some fantasy in the mind or some story. So, you might talk a little bit about that's what happens, but for this meditation, we're just going to bring the attention again and again back to the breath. Okay, or if you're doing a session where you're leading something talking about maybe having open awareness and just allowing, watching the mind flow like clouds passing through a sky, you might talk a little bit again about, well, you know, our tendency is to get lost in the mind. The tendencies are often the same thing again and again.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah, and you know, write some notes. So, you know, come back, if you're coming to the next session, come back with some report of how it went, you know, and how your students found them. Ask them how they found it. What are the questions that they asked you? Give a little bit of time for questions, and, you know, see how you've responded to the questions, and maybe bring back their questions, and we can as a group discuss, you know, what some of the questions that people had were, which are probably the very questions we had when we started meditating.
I have just a technical thing, because I'm so hopeless, I've never recorded anything. I mean, I'm happy to do the work.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, I've never uploaded anything on Facebook. So how do you do? I mean, you
YouTube. If you've got a YouTube,
I mean,
if you've got a YouTube, so you go into video, and it's got a create section, and you press create, and you can upload a video. Video file.
So is it a video or just a recording? I'm just thinking,
you can do, I don't know.
I do teach a Zoom class. I thought, well, I could just that recording.
Yeah.
Because that's, I mean, the other class is all face to face, but I don't know how to record.
I'm also pretty
so
much a techno.
Drive as well?
I don't know. I mean, I've got Gmail, but I know how to do Zoom because I do.
So if you can download a Zoom, if you know how to do that. Oh, so you can just send that to me. You don't even need to send it on YouTube.
Except it will be, I'll try and chop off I'll just try and do the meditation part, because otherwise it'll be a whole class, and you don't want that.
Yeah, if you can manage that.
I think I know there's a cutting thing. I think I can. All right. Sorry.
No, sorry.
I know I have a phone, and I know you can record, but I don't even know what button to press.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit of a dummy
never,
so
it just changes so quickly as well. Like, you practiced in one thing, and then next year it's like, but we changed it and we now do it this way. So it's, it's evolving anyway. So
sorry, you just want a little bit of a recording of what we
just you can send me the best one if you like, and I'll just have a little listen, and so it just gives me a little bit.
It's not the 5.
No, you don't need to send me the 5.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, send me just so I get a sense of what you're sharing and how you're going. Yeah. And then when we come back, you know, I just kind of gives me a little bit of information about how you're going, and we can.
And if we don't have students, can I just pretend that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Cool. You can do it like you're uploading it on YouTube for a promo. But yeah, just try to. So I'll send out a link to this video, so you can actually watch this again.
Yeah, great.
In your own time. Okay, so this will be available. I'm going to switch it off now. Bye bye.